One. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Sensei's Daily Drops. Today, we're talking about Elden Rings and a legendary player in the Reddit community. Before we get started, my name is Sensei. I drop these videos on a daily basis. Please do not forget to sub, like, comment, share this channel out. It shows support, it shows growth. But without further ado, let's go ahead with this. With what I just saw this in the community. But one of the things about Elden Rings, I speak about this a lot, whether in my podcast or on social media. Elden Ring, I'm not a believer in the whole. I'm not big on the whole game of the year. However, if you're asking me, what's the most played game this year, I will tell you it's Elden Rings. With more than 300 hours logged into this game myself, and on going on New Game Plus 3, it's my most played game of the year. It's great content, great everything. We already know that. But what's gravitated me to this game is the community. A lot of times I play games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, those multiplayer games, even Battle Royale, Apex, that kind of stuff. And a lot of times in those communities, you get a lot of toxic behavior in those communities where it's always the there's no help, there's no way, it's the get good crowd, that kind of stuff. So it kind of, you have to mute that side of the whole community in order for you to enjoy that game, those type of games. With Elden Ring, it's quite the opposite. I mean, yes, you do have your get good crowd out there, but that's not what I want to focus on. This guy here, he's a redditor. He does wannabe battles against Elden Ring's toughest bosses. He's a legendary person in the community. He's done this. I'm not sure if he's done this before, but from what I'm reading, he hasn't. It's something he's doing for Elden Rings, but he has played Souls. He's a veteran of that kind of series. But his whole thing is let me solo her for you. So what he's doing is he's literally waiting at the grace site, at the Melania grace site, and he's waiting for players to come and summon him so he can help them 1v1 that battle with Millennia. To me, that's pretty amazing. Like, he enjoys the game so much, loves the game so much. He sees the frustration in the community with Melania's boss fight, two phases, two full health bars, two phases, and two different fight styles in that one battle. But for someone like me, when I fought Melania, it literally took me about 4 days to get the right things, everything in order, and everything aligned right for me to defeat her. It was a tough battle. I felt accomplished afterwards, but it also made me think, man, imagine those who are playing this game, who's never played the Souls games, are playing these games. They get to this point because she's pretty much at the end of the game. She's end game kind of stuff, like she's at the end, and then you can't get past her. Now, I have to let you guys know she is an optional boss fight. She is not part of the ending of the story. She's optional, but a superb one at that. Like, you want to fight her because the challenge she gives you, and she's doing. You see on the trailer right now with the arm, she has Scarlet Rot, but the challenge she gives you is bar none top tier boss fights I've had in a long, long time. But that this guy takes his time to wait at a grave site for players to summon him and bring him on so he can help them go ahead and defeat Melania. I think that's pretty amazing. He dedicates a certain time block during the day to do this, and he's there consistently. He's been there for a while now. I think for about a week or two he's been doing this. He's now being familiarized or recognized, I should say, by the mainstream, and they writing articles about this. But it's pretty cool that the community does this, and this is what I meant about the community when it comes to games. With Elden Ring, you get a community like this. If you ever been invaded by someone, two things you should know: if they're going at you with no shirt, no body armor, no nothing, you know they're a veteran Souls player. They're probably gonna end up beating you, right? But the second thing about that, what makes this community so respectful and such a great community, is that after that fight, they bow to you. There's emotes in the game where you can do different emotes. You can snap your finger, you can do different things, lay on the ground. But there's a bow one that you bow, and it's gracious. It's respectful. And if a veteran Souls player that's played the Souls series for so long, now playing Elden Rings, does that, you already know this guy's been in the Souls community for quite a long time, and he's showing that respect for you. He's not gonna teabag you like I would, but he won't teabag you. He won't do that kind of stuff. But I think it's pretty cool. It's one of those many things that draw that keeps me gravitating to a game like Elden Rings and the replay value and everything in itself. But I want you guys to let me know. Sound off in the comments. Are you playing Elden Ring? Are you not? Are you currently stuck with Melania? Maybe you need him to go ahead and help you solo her. Some people takes weeks to beat Melania, and they'll leave and come back and try to beat her again. I know it took me about 4 to 5 days of different, changing of the different skill sets and armor and whatever I wanted to go with, whatever build I want to go with. I tried many different things on her before I finally was able to get her with the build that I ended up creating. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. My name is Sensei. Until the next daily drop or our pod on Sundays at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Happy fucking gaming.